Hey Third Eye Tribe, and welcome back to Third Eye Tarot. So in today's video, we'll be diving into another one of the minor arcana cards in the deck of the tarot, and we'll be talking a little bit about the Ace of Swords. So the minor arcana cards in the tarot card reading are known to emphasize the daily events, behaviors, and choices made by an individual in their day-to-day lives. The cards are divided into 4 suits, and each suit contains 14 cards. So today we'll be talking about the first card in the suit of swords of the tarot, and that is the Ace of Swords. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Ace of Swords card shows a hand that is emerging from the clouds. The hand here emerges from the left side and is wielding a double-edged sword. On the tip of the sword there is a golden crown, which is encircled by flowers and leaves. The symbolism of the crown here represents the power to improve and influence one's life. And the decoration found on the crown is associated with victory, success, and deep achievement. In the background of this card, one can see both some mountains and a sea. And these two natural earthly wonders represent ambition and the ability to conquer and challenge and overcome any obstacle in one's life. So when the Ace of Swords card appears during a tarot card reading, it represents someone who is triumphant due to their perseverance. It is a card that symbolizes not to take things for granted and serves as a reminder that in order for us to succeed, we will need to be strong and resilient. When this card is pulled during a reading, it is often considered quite an auspicious card and suggests the possibility of a new job, a promotion, or a project that will provide you with the stimulation that you have been looking for a very long time. This card is also one that represents triumph and success, so it can also be considered a very good omen for those who are wishing to start a new project or to open up their own business. So if this card is pulled in the upright position for a love-related reading, it can suggest a time in your life in which perhaps if you and your partner have been facing some issues in your relationship, that they will be resolved very soon. This card actually indicates that you might finally be getting a breakthrough and discovering the truth about your situation. You will be able to get to the crux of the matter, and whatever has been clouding your judgment or keeping you from making a decision, everything in your relationship will actually become clear. When this card appears here for you, it signals a time in which you and your partner will be able to move forward in your relationship, and you'll be sure to communicate clearly with each other about the expectations that you have of one another. For those who are single and looking to meet a potential partner, this card can prove very auspicious, or it symbolizes a time in which there are good chances of meeting someone new very soon. You will be able to connect with this person on a high emotional and intellectual level, and you will find communicating very easy and stimulating. So as I mentioned before, if this card is pulled in the upright position for a career-related reading, it's considered a very auspicious card, and there's a high possibility that you will get a new job, a promotion, or start a new project that will provide you with deep stimulation that you've been looking for. It can also symbolize a time for you in which your working environment will be very mentally stimulating. You'll be brainstorming new ideas, and you'll find teamwork very smooth and easy. So if this card is pulled in the upright position for a health-related reading, it can symbolize a time for you in which you'll be blessed with the motivation and mental clarity that you have been looking for. This is usually a good time to start a new health plan or start a new exercise routine. For those who are wishing to quit a bad habit such as smoking or binge drinking, this card appearing here in its upright position suggests that now is the time. This card can also represent a time for pregnancy, so for those who are actively trying to conceive, this card can actually signal that now might be the right time for you and your partner to successfully conceive. So now I want to talk a little bit more about this Ace of Swords card in the reverse position during a tarot card reading. So when this card is pulled in its reverse position, it can indicate a time in which you are coming up with new ideas, but you are just not able to share it with others just yet. It symbolizes a time in your life in which you'll have to remember to give yourself enough time and space and clarity so that your ideas can be manifested most effectively and efficiently. For others, this card in its reverse position might suggest that you may be pursuing a new project or idea, but it's just not panning out the way you hoped it would. You may be getting too many ideas and are unable to follow through or commit to any of them. Either way, this card in the reverse position asks you to spend more time prioritizing your goals, and if need be, take some time to meditate, to get some clarity, and then to focus on how you want to execute your plans to make your projects a success. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a love-related reading, it can signify a time in which you might have some conflict or confusion in your current relationship. A miscommunication or simple lack of proper communication can actually be the root to you and your partner's problems. When this card appears here in its reverse position, it asks you to get honest and have honest conversations with your partner to try and figure out whether any particular resentments or issues are causing these arguments and issues in your relationship. When this card appears in its reverse position for you, it can actually symbolize a time in which you might come across someone soon, but your attitude towards dating as a whole could be completely contradictory. For instance, you might be going out on dates and looking for a committed partner, but you may end up meeting people who are only looking for casual hookups or vice versa. So when this card appears in its reverse position, it actually symbolizes a time in which you can meet many potential partners, but they are ones who do not share the same approach to love and relationships as you do at this time. If this card is pulled in its reverse position for a career-related reading, it can indicate that a new job or interview, or a promotion or a project, might actually be lacking the challenge and stimulation that you need to stay committed to it. This card in its reverse position can also signify a time for you in which you might be experiencing many mental blocks in your workplace, and this is causing you great difficulty in communicating your ideas to your team or your colleagues. For those who are planning to start a new business or a new project, when this card is pulled in its reverse position, it can actually signify a time for great confusion and poor implementation. If this card is pulled in its reverse position for a health-related reading, it can suggest a time in your life in which you may be prone to mental stress and a time in which you will lack mental clarity. There may be many aspects of your life contributing to your depression and anxiety and having a very negative impact on your health as a whole. You could actually be suffering from concentration issues, migraines, memory loss, or even very bad fatigue. For those who are trying to conceive or who are actively trying to get pregnant, this card in its reverse position can also signify a time in which you will run into some problems in conceiving. And for a very few, this card in its reverse position can actually signify an unsuccessful surgery or a botched procedure where you go under the knife and it doesn't turn out the way you wanted it to. And so that was all I have to say about the Ace of Swords tarot card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you found the video very interesting and informative. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with some of your friends in the tarot community. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.